Are unpaid volunteers, but they do get one perk. Your tax dollars feed their munchies during meetings. ABC-7's Ashlie Rodriguez is following the money in tonight's special report.
It's district policy to feed its trustees, and we discovered that some trustees are eating more expensive meals than others, and on your dime. Board members only. In there, KVIA trustees take a break and get a hot meal after a long meeting. They let me sneak a peek. This is where the KVIA school board will meet for executive session, and it's in this room they're going to discuss legal issues, personnel issues, and security issues that they can't discuss out in the public. But it's back here where they can get well fed. And today, before the meeting, we see they have green enchiladas, they have rice, beans, and salads.
There's times where our meetings go 6 to 8 hours, and it's tough to concentrate on material that can sometimes be a little boring when all you can think about is, I'm hungry.
We're making decisions that affect kids, and if my stomach's grumbling, I'm not listening.
After looking at a school year's worth of receipts from El Paso's 4 largest districts, I found a big disparity in how much districts spend on these meals. From 2014 to 2015, EPISD's Board of Managers met 7 times and had meals catered. They meet more often, but as a district policy, the only time food is served is during official board meetings. They are the only district out of the 4 I researched to follow this rule. The largest district in El Paso only spent $700. The trustees' most expensive meal, $118.75. YISD met 31 times and spent $3,500. Their most expensive meal, $155. SISD met 24 times and spent just under $8,000. Their most expensive meal, $562.15. KVIA, the smallest district out of the 4, they met 63 times during the school year. It's district policy to provide food for any type of meeting every time there's a meeting. It spent $10,647. The trustees' most expensive meal, $330. You say it's a waste of taxpayer dollars to do that.
The presence of food at a board meeting in itself is not a waste, because we do need to have people that are focused on the task at hand, and we do meet quite a bit.
A big factor in the food bills is where these boards order from. At YISD, the district doesn't have to go very far to feed its board members. Let me show you.
Para que salgan, mijo.
By catering their board meetings with an in-house food service. The food is prepared before the board meetings even start.
Or the board meetings usually will have a bigger meal where we actually have like a nice piece of chicken covered in mushrooms and cheese and great stuff. But at our workshops and our agenda reviews, we get a nice sandwich. No, we don't go out, but if it's good enough for our students, it should certainly be good enough for us, and to be honest, it is.
On the other hand, SISD tends to spend $300 to $400 per meeting on meals from Rudy's and El Patque. KVIA orders from places such as Ripe, Corner Bakery, Olive Garden, and Don Carbone.
And then you're comparing it to an inside catering at EPISD. I think those are 2 different providers, and yes, you are going to get a cheaper price from EPISD catering, which is what we're doing now with our own in-house catering.
KVIA began using Southwest Food Service Excellence, a cafeteria service, this school year. Board VP Adrian Medina says the board has and will continue to use the service itself. He estimates 9 times out of 10.
It's food. We're there to do a job. It's just something you do to make sure that they're not distracted.
I guess my comment would be if we're able to sell that amount of food, $100, $200 to our board, and it's as great as it is, because honestly it's some great food, maybe we can look into helping out the other districts.
Now keep in mind the KVIA School Board is known to spend public monies. In 2014, they spent $30,000 on a single conference to New Orleans. Then in 2015, the board voted to increase its travel allowance to nearly $58,000. That's $20,000 more than any other school district in the county. Of course, the KVIA trustees stand by their decisions. Back to you.
And once again, it's a volunteer position. Thank you very much. Well, the eyes of the nation will be on Texas tomorrow. It's your voice, your vote. The early voting numbers we got from